For over 90 years, Fendi has been an internationally celebrated furrier and luxury goods fashion house acclaimed for elegance, luxurious innovation, and timeless quality. The family-owned house is particularly famous for their contributions to Italian women's fashion, specialising in luxurious leather bags and fur goods. Adele Casagrande and her husband Edoardo Fendi founded their famous fashion house in 1925 as a leather goods label, beginning as a small boutique in Via del Plebiscito, Rome. The pair produced small and medium leather goods such as handbags. Their first major success was with their Selleria and handcrafted artisan bags in 1926.
Began in 1925, and Selleria in Italian means saddlery. So it really started with Adele Fendi creating saddles for the Villa Borghese Park in Rome. And from that, Silvia then found all these and recreated it into the handbag line. Now we take, the best leather in Rome and create beautiful hand-stitched handbags.
Soon, production expanded to include a secret side hustle of fur goods. Known for superior craftsmanship and quality product, the shop prospered through the following 2 decades, despite the potted fortunes of Italy's economy through the 1930s and World War II. Edoardo Fendi died a year after that devastating war ended. Feeling the winds of change and now established as a name of some repute in Rome, the family-owned enterprise began its dynastic model. In 1946, Fendi's operations were passed on to the next generation, the famous 5 Fendi daughters: Paola, Anna, Franca, Carla and Alda.
Dessiner les 5 sœurs Fendi, c'est compliqué.
Il y avait Alda qui était blonde, qui avait un côté Silvana Mangano presque qui était très différent des autres, qui était la plus jeune. Il y avait la plus brune qui était l'aînée, c'était Paola, comme ça, que j'aimais beaucoup, qui était la grande spécialiste de la fourrure. Ça c'est Alda. Et Carla, elle était un peu, comment dirais-je, le moteur de tout ça, parce qu'elle avait une espèce de don de Pia avant les autres, car elle avait les cheveux très courts comme ça, Carla. Et puis Franca était blonde, mais elle était plus effacée et elle était moins dans le cou. Elle s'occupait plus des accessoires et des choses comme ça. Elle était plus effacée. Et puis il y a Anna qui était tout bouclée avec un petit nez retroussé, comme ça.
Joining the company, each took on a 20% share and specialised in a particular sector: furs, leatherware, public relations and sales.
I love the famous Fendi sisters. I love this real strength with iconic female creative women, and I think that the history of the Fendi family really represents that.
The whole Fendi sisters, there's a kind of a family sense of fashion that is communicated from season to season, and I find that they manage to blend modernity with this culture.
This enthusiastic next gen of Fendi ushered in a new era for the brand, building up their label their parents had begun into an international style powerhouse, known for its timeless, high-quality goods. The 40s birthed an era for Fendi that was defined by a wonderfully feminine and elegant aesthetic. The handover marked the first major leadership shift away from the house's stalwart bags, fur, coats and leather goods. By 1965, the sisters began incorporating strategic partnerships, most notably through fostering a young Karl Lagerfeld, in what was to become a lifelong collaboration.
Vous vous êtes rencontrés?
Ben, c'est très simple. Je faisais à l'époque Crizia à Milan et elle avait une relation publique qui était Franco Savorelli, qui avait aussi été demandé par les sœurs Fendi de trouver quelqu'un pour faire une fourrure un peu moins comme ça à Rome. Et c'est par Franco Savorelli que j'ai connu les sœurs Fendi. Il y avait encore la mère et tout, la mère était géniale. Il paraît qu'elle était très dure avec les filles, mais avec moi elle était exquise.
Ah oui, la mère des 5 filles.
Ah oui, Adele, non, elle n'y est pas là, Adele. Mais c'était vraiment la matrone romaine. Hein. Mais elle était géniale, elle avait un charme fou, c'était une embobineuse de première. Et à l'époque, elle était encore dans une boutique, la Via Piave, elle était assise à la caisse, et derrière, il y avait les photos des 5 filles en robe de mariée.
Carla Fendi, one of the 5 sisters whose Roman leather and fur shop into a global luxury brand, has died aged 79. With each sister taking on a specific role within the business, Fendi acted as president until the fashion house was sold in 1999.
The relationship between Lagerfeld and the Fendi family was the longest in fashion history, spanning over 55 years. With Lagerfeld working closely with Anna's daughter and still creative director, Silvia Venturi Fendi, until his death. At his introduction to the brand in 1967, Karl Lagerfeld was an unknown emerging designer. He became a member of the house's creative team and began a series of studies on particular leather processing techniques.
Est-ce que vous pouvez me dessiner, vous, votre premier jour chez Fendi?
C'est de la préhistoire, mais je me souviens. Et vous savez, dans les années 60, on n'y allait pas de main morte. Hein. Et j'avais un chapeau de Cheruti. Ça, je m'en souviens. Les cheveux longs, des lunettes noires, une cravate Jean Lavalière imprimée et un costard comme ces trucs de chasse anglais avec les bandes comme ça, Norfolk, je crois qu'on appelle ça, avec des culottes à la française et des bottes. Et un sac que j'avais trouvé à Milan, comme ça, voilà. C'est ça. Et c'était dans un vague tweed écossais. Et ça, c'est imprimé avec tous les tons de jaune, de rouge et comme ça. Ça, je m'en souviens très bien. Et voilà, c'est ce genre-là. Mauvais genre, quoi.
C'était quelle année?
Ben, 65. Parce que le monde de la fourrure, le monde de Rome, le monde de Fendi dans les années 60, ça n'a aucun rapport avec ce que c'est aujourd'hui. Je ne dis pas que c'est mieux ou moins bien, c'est tellement différent qu'on ne peut même pas comparer. J'ai l'impression que ça se passait sur une autre planète. Dans cette page-là, elle me fait rire, on dirait un faire-part.
Alors, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Ben, je leur donne les indications qu'il fallait y aller à fond, qu'il fallait exagérer les volumes, qu'il fallait être agressif et que la fourrure était l'armature de la femme de cette époque. Et j'avais rajouté une photo d'une armature pour dire qu'il faut s'inspirer de cette façon de travailler ça, mais au lieu d'être en métal, en fer, je ne sais pas ce que c'est, l'acier, les armures, il fallait les faire en fourrure. Et ça n'a plus aucun rapport avec ça. Mais vous voyez, une fois retravaillé, ça donnait quand même des choses assez surprenantes, ce qui est souvent un point de départ d'une idée, n'a plus rien à voir avec ce que ça devient à l'arrivée. Et ça, c'est encore autre chose. Ce truc-là, vous voyez, c'est vraiment réalisé exact. Là, elle a les bras tombants et pas comme ça. J'avais vu une photo d'avion de rizière. Et au fait, c'est ça que j'ai fait reproduire en fourrure. Pour l'époque, c'était nouveau. Vous savez, la fourrure, elle était très ringarde, classique. Donc, les Fendi ont vraiment cru à ça et ont cassé les codes de la fourrure traditionnelle bourgeoise comme un investissement. C'était traité comme une folie. On ne pensait pas au prix. Et là, c'est garçons et filles et même un enfant. Et cet enfant, c'est Silvia Fendi, qui aujourd'hui est grand-mère. Là, que je trouve absolument incroyable. Je ne peux pas croire.
His creative input would transform the label, from embracing fur as a modern creative textile to the introduction of the iconic double F logo, infamously used in suitcase linings.
Et ça, c'est un classique Fendi. C'est un immense châle géométrique dans une espèce d'astrakan bizarre avec des tout petites bouclettes. Je n'ai plus jamais revu cette fourrure. J'avais les prototypes et puis je l'ai rendu au Fendi parce que c'est vraiment un truc du musée. Et puis ce graphisme, on l'a beaucoup utilisé parce qu'au fait, indirectement, il rappelle les FF que j'avais fait pour Fendi en 3 secondes dans les premières années, tout au début, parce que les Fendi voulaient faire une collection de fourrures mode, ce que vous avez vu là, à une époque où ils faisaient des fourrures très pour des dames sérieuses, des visons, des zibelines, parce qu'en Italie, le premier pas de la réussite sociale dans ces années-là, même si c'est un pays chaud, c'était que le mari achète à sa femme une fourrure. Hein. La réussite commençait quand elle pouvait dire « Il marito ha comprata la pelliccia ».
Soon after the nailing stage, you've got to nail your husband for a lot of money. That she can look so casual is proof positive of her expert training, for she's gaily waltzing round in thousands of pounds.
Eventually, Lagerfeld was instilled as Fendi's creative director and launched the first women's ready-to-wear collection in 1977, propelling the accessories label into the world of mainstream fashion. Karl Lagerfeld revolutionized the way fur was worn, integrating accents and elements of mole, rabbit, and squirrel pelts into ready-to-wear garments and leather goods in a detailed and unusual way. The resulting popularity of the brand's accessories and clothes was explosive. Over the decades, Fendi's fur atelier produced many works of art, intricate, cutting edge with an incredible level of detail. However, the process also sparked worldwide controversy as ethical concerns grew from both animal rights parties and within the fashion industry. Most notable is Peter's provocative "I'd rather go naked" anti-fur campaign.
Who do you hope to convince with this?
A lot of people, are supportive about helping animals, and when they find out that sheep are, punched in the face, stomped on, or slammed into the ground, like this recent investigation shows, they don't want to buy wool, and there's so many other options.
So you believe such in the cause that you're willing to come out here and be naked, and you're volunteers.
Yes.
So you got paid for it?
No.
You didn't get paid at all for it?
These two are volunteers. I'm with you.
A 30-year effort that featured famous supermodels and celebrities such as Christy Turlington, Pamela Anderson, Eva Mendes, Pink, Dennis Rodman, and Gillian Anderson, bearing all in a bid to boycott fur. Despite the heat, Lagerfeld's 50th anniversary of Fendi in 2015 still featured haute furore as its main element. Lagerfeld's reply to criticism was unfazed. For me, as long as people eat meat and wear leather, I don't get the message. Nonetheless, fur has taken a backseat in Fendi's output of recent years, and Lagerfeld continued to steer the label's outfit as he collaborated with the current generation of Fendis, particularly the granddaughter of Edoardo and Adele Fendi, Silvia Venturini Fendi. Silvia joined the dynasty in 1994 and remains creative director for accessories and men's lines to this day.
Inspiration for this spring-summer collection is a reflection on new opportunities, on the big changes that are occurring into the work domain. I wanted to juxtapose the traditional tailoring, corporate tailoring, executive, manager, business to a more relaxed attitude. It's a mix of tailoring and streetwear.
Under her direction, Fendi's business grew substantially, with a focus on material quality, finishing, and leather. By 1999, 40% of business revenue came from accessories, 32% from furs and clothing, and 28% from licenses and other activities. Silvia was also behind some of the brand's most iconic bag designs, which remain a cornerstone of the Fendi collection, most notably the award-winning Fendi baguette bag. A slim handbag, which is worn under the arm like a French baguette. The It bag she devised now comes in over 600 different models and is so popular, it has an entire book devoted to it. Silvia's other notable design additions include the classic peekaboo or anti-baguette bag, the dot-com bag, bag bugs, and Fendi Selleria. With each new design innovation, Fendi's clever marketing strategy has incorporated celebrity alignment, cementing each new piece into the zeitgeist, and Fendi stores into major capitals internationally.
In this purse, I wanted to make something really edgy but still chic, something that a woman can wear all the time, something that reflected the way I like to dress. I always wear all black, and especially to perform. But I wanted it to be wearable, you know, beautiful but wearable.
Very gothic too.
But that's me. I'm edgy. I love to play, so I wanted the bag to reflect that.
With the opening of their New York Madison Avenue boutique, Fendi featured Rihanna, Sarah Jessica Parker, Jordan Dunn, Rachel Feinstein, and Leandra Medine, personalizing their own 3 baguette bag. For Fendi's Bond Street London store launch, 10 iconic women, including Adele and Gwyneth Paltrow, customized a version of the peekaboo. In recent years, Fendi has seen a shift in approach. With the advent of e-commerce and a need for brands to stay relevant and true to their story, Fendi has embarked on new digital strategies and store concepts, including a customized shop through e-commerce platform Farfetch for made-to-order handbag designs. It has also invested in corporate social responsibility initiatives and historical restoration projects.
We announced this collaboration with the city of Rome, for which we donate a certain amount of money, which is an important amount of money, to restore one of the, let's say, patrimony of humankind, of Italy, of Rome, that is the Trevi Fountain.
I think it's a great idea, it's a great project, because this famous fountain is famous in the world.
I decided to continue my life here as well as my family, and we have been working here and investing in this city. So of course we are proud that the Fendi name would be linked even more.
Staying true to their roots, Fendi aligned with Roman architecture and monuments, restoring the Trevi Fountain, and working with young talent in the field of antique restoration and cultural heritage throughout Italy. In 2015, Fendi's headquarters became a testament to their ethos. After a careful and expansive restoration project, Fendi moved into the Palazzo della Civiltà Italiana in Rome. Commissioned by Mussolini during World War II as an exhibition space, the 6-floor structure, nicknamed the Square Colosseum, is a masterpiece of modernist architecture and reportedly costs an annual fee of 2.8 million euros to occupy the space. It conveys solidity, innovation, and classic Roman principles, much like the brand itself. Fendi is almost at the 100-year mark since the iconic brand's establishment, but is yet to show its age and refuses to back down from major creative challenges. In 2007, Fendi saw months of meticulous planning that accumulated in 89 models walking down a runway, visible from the moon on the Great Wall of China.
So there are only 2 girls who don't walk too well, the rest is okay. The Chinese girls in the end were better than the other ones. Yeah. No, they were trained hard.
Fendi's Spring-Summer 2008 campaign was a significant and highly acclaimed campaign. Outside the collection itself, the exceptional spectacle is remembered as the largest runway show in history. French luxury goods group LVMH bought over Fendi in 2001, and in September 2020, English designer Kim Jones took over the role of artistic director of Fendi's women's collection, formerly occupied by Lagerfeld. Despite this, the brand remains solid and family-run. Today, Fendi is known as the mark of ultimate luxury, with collections that have expanded to include menswear, iconic accessories, exquisite ready-to-wear, and haute couture collections, with over €1 billion. Yet at its core, Fendi remains wedded to the values which have navigated the brand through fashion eras for almost a century. Tradition, unparalleled handmade craftsmanship, and innovation. It's what keeps them current and sets them apart, ensuring that Fendi will remain in the fashion lexicon for at least another 100 years.